that they got over here. Yeah. Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
What?
I'm so absolute carnage. You can see there's the main the rod cap. It opened up, broke, and just threw garbage everywhere. There's the hardware. So there, you can see it literally broke the rod in half. The rod is broken in 2 pieces. Alrighty, so we're in the junkyard as you can see, and I have another Crown Vic with another engine that's hopefully not a boat anchor. Last video you guys saw me what I'm pretty sure was bend a rod in my Vic, and now we're here to get a replacement. So what we have here is a 2010 P71 SAP car. This has the exact same engine that's in my car. Mine is a P71. They're both 85 flex fuel cars. It's the exact same engine that was in my Vic. So this relatively being a 2010, I would imagine it's got relatively lower miles than most of these Vics. And being an SAP car, it was most likely a detective based on the color. In my eyes, in the Vic world, hopefully, depending on who owned it, it was relatively well taken care of. So that's the motor that I found in here. For about 450 bucks, we'll take this engine and we should have a perfect drop-in replacement for my car so I can get it back on the road next week for a drift event. That being said, I got Christian with me. We got a bunch of cutting tools. We're gonna dive into this. So yeah, let's get cutting. Okay, so this is actually the same car I went and pulled injectors off because mine had a stuck injector, but I'm pretty sure, like I said, I haven't dived into my engine yet, but I'm pretty sure what happened is the cylinder number 8 injector stuck open, filled the cylinder with fuel, hydrolocked, and bent a rod. Yeah, so we're gonna start cutting a bunch of stuff. I gotta go ahead and pull pretty much everything around the engine out, the radiator out of the way, and then pull most of this top end junk off because I just really need the long block. And you can see we got a little bit of water in here, but luckily there's still plugs in it, so I don't think this engine's full of water, so we should be good. And I probably will get a warranty just in case. Yeah, we're gonna start cutting stuff out and get this thing out as fast as we can. So it is currently just shy of what, 2 o'clock?
Yep.
1:50. Let's see how fast we can get this thing out. Alrighty, well that was fast. That was pretty much 45 minutes as you can see, and it's out. Good job.
Yeah,
dude.
what's up, man?
Killed it. So Christian and I knocked this thing out pretty damn quick. So yeah, this is a 2010 PI motor. This little dinky thing that they got over here. They have steering boxes and everything.
You need a steering wheel?
Yeah, dude, with that. So I guess we'll try to pull it out, see if it comes out. But yeah, you can see it's out, so. We're just gonna try to get this thing to shimmy this way, set it back down, and
I think we're gonna have to do like a 20-point turn here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about, yeah, whatever.
Okay. I just want to do it right so there's no problems later. I want to build.
Alright guys, so as you can see, we have the engine back in the shop. We're ready to go ahead and start working on this thing. However, I unfortunately cannot tear this motor down as much as I initially planned on. I ordered tons of parts from camshafts to valve springs to front cover stuff, all top to bottom, do a full resell on this and put camshafts in it. Unfortunately, my package has been delayed over a week and it will not show up in time for our drift events. We have a drift event that is a full-blown drift car. I haven't dived into it too much. I realized in the last video I did not do the car justice and show you guys just how much work I actually did to it, but it's a lot. So that thing is ready. We just need to plumb the hydro and weld the diff. That thing's ready to go to the track. So minus the engine. The engine is the bad part. So this engine was 300 bucks. It was very cheap. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to do a full build on it. So all the parts that I just bought will end up being returned, and then we'll end up actually putting money towards something better. I realize that the engines in these cars can cost upwards of $4 or $5 grand to rebuild and actually do any sort of upgrades to, because everything you're buying twice, because it is a dual overhead cam engine. So normally in a Windsor or any sort of in-block cam, single cam design, you're anywhere between $300, $400, or $500 for a camshaft. These ones are $1,500 for these engines because they're 2 $750 camshafts. That alone is a very pricey upgrade for an engine like a 2-valve. 2-valves suck, so I'm not gonna try to put a lot of money into this. So I think we're gonna kind of change routes and just try to band-aid the car by just swapping in another stock engine and then putting the money towards possibly putting a Coyote or something in that car later. But for right now, I think it just makes more sense to fix the engine that we have right here, make sure it's good enough and ready to go, drop it in the car, fire it up, and just go along our day. So that being said, I have literally no parts for this because nothing showed up. So I don't have any gaskets. I'm just gonna try to go to the Ford dealer in O'Reilly's to get whatever sort of valve cover and intake gaskets that I don't have. Just put plugs in the thing, some simple gaskets here and there, put my bore scope down on the cylinders and check all the cylinders and make sure that this thing is okay. And pretty much I'm gonna yank the motor that's in the car out and put this one right in. Nothing's gonna change. This is literally a 2007, that is a 2008. They're both PI. Mine's a flex fuel, this is not. That doesn't matter though. The bottom end and the blocks are exactly the same. So everything should swap right over. So with that being said, let's dive into this thing. corrosion on the cams. That's to be expected. I had an FE that did this a long time ago, years ago, and realistically this kind of corrosion is actually very surface level. Pretty much rubs right off the second it comes in contact with metal. Although naturally I would throw this cam in the trash. I wouldn't even use it, but I don't have much of a choice. So you're gonna see a little bit of corrosion on these front three. These three are fine. Pretty much the only cylinders that are, well, it's really just one cylinder and then one, it looks like what is that, an exhaust valve? Yeah, an exhaust valve. Those ones are the only ones in question. The rest of them look perfect. On the other side, same exact thing. Because it would be open where the fill cap is, so the moisture and condensation from the outside air got in there. And the nice thing, and the reason I'm okay with using this stuff is because I know it rained 3 days ago and this corrosion is literally 3 days old, so it's really not that bad. The biggest thing I need to make sure is the cylinder's okay. So if the cylinder's junk, I'm throwing this motor away. But if the cylinders and everything looks good, I'm just gonna run this and it will literally clearance itself. I might ruin a lifter, but if I get one drift event out of it, that's okay with me. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look inside this thing, kind of see what's going on.
But it's pretty much like a rust stuff link. I mean, I'm wondering if I can almost get like a rust stuff link and just shorten the out of it and modify the out of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
What?
I'm so f***ing done. This thing threw a rod. It is a broken rod.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Oh my gosh! You've got to be kidding me. The only motor I bought has a throwing rod. I'm so f***ing done, dude. It's literally, oh my god, dude. It's broken half.
Damn.
Dude, I'm so over this. I am so over this. Every single engine, bro. It literally broke the rod in half and threw it all in the pan.
Is the Vic registered in California still?
Yes. Damn it.
Hey, put the Fox Body 5.0 in manual and just drop that in.
Don't tell me that. Don't. Shut up.
I'm just trying to think, you know, money just...
Ah, damn it, dude. That was a waste of $300. Great.
Return it?
No, I didn't buy the warranty. So I can get $100 back out of this. Dude, you've got to be kidding me. I don't know of a human on the planet that has worse luck than me. Franklin, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anyone that has worse luck than I do?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I rolled the motor over and I heard metal and I was like, I don't think that's right. Oh, gosh, dang it, man. I'm so mad.
Okay, I'm in the same boat.
No, you're not. Your engine still runs.
Yeah, I know. But I gotta pretty much tear apart my entire rear end.
Dude, I cannot believe this. The pickup is full of bearing material. So it lost a bearing, it spun a bearing, and then it clogged it from oil pressure, and then it threw the rod. Oh my gosh, dude. I am so pissed, you have no idea. The most reliable engine ever created by man, and I have 2 of them that are broken.
Could you find one that's running?
Yeah, probably, but... Dude, I'm about ready to just throw this Coyote in this thing. I'm over it. And just get a new Coyote for my car. I just don't know what to do anymore. I can't even... It's so hard for me to like sit here and try to put on a fake YouTuber face and be like, it's okay, we're gonna fix it, it'll be fine. This is the second engine. The second one. The first one in the car is junk. That one's broken. I definitely bent a rod. I can almost guarantee that. I'll put any amount of money on it that he either bent a rod, broke a piston, bent a valve, or broke a timing chain. Something inserted. The motor's junk is what I'm trying to say. This one is even worse than the one in the car. The one in the car at least runs, and if it has a bent rod, it's not broken. This one literally threw a rod and broke it in half. This motor's junk. The cylinder's junk, the piston's broke, the rod's broke, the crank's junk. Every single part in this engine's garbage. The cams have corrosion on them. That was one thing I could at least get through. But no, this is a massive paperweight. I think the only thing worth anything is the front cover and maybe the water pump. But no, this entire motor's absolutely just a massive paperweight. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know. I can't just sit here and make up things and be like, it's okay, we're just gonna fix it. I really am just at the end of my rope. I've had such a bad strain of luck in the last 2 weeks. I bought a 94 Explorer with a buddy of mine, had that thing all fixed. It was a fun little side project. I didn't film it or anything. It was just about done, and then I had the wheel come off driving down a very windy road with a huge cliff on the side of it, and I almost died. I drove the thing a 1/4 mile with 3 wheels on it. yeah, so that was not fun. And the day after that is when I blew the motor up in the Vic. So it's just one thing after the other. And that was a couple days after I tore the Mustang apart. So it was just like, I was already stressed about the Mustang, and then I almost die, and then I blow the motor up in the Vic, and then now we're here. And there's so many other things that have happened in between then and now. So it's just like, I don't want to sit here and complain, but man, I just don't know what to do at this point. I can only try for so long with these cars. It's just ridiculous. So I don't know. Maybe I need a vacation. Maybe I'm at the end of my string with this stuff. I don't really know. But all I know is I am like 4 days away from graduating as a mechanical engineer, and this is not what I need right now. The list that I have in my shop for the amount of cars that we cycle in and out of here is insane. I see so many comments of so many people saying, where's the Galaxy? Where's this car? Where's that? Why aren't you doing this? It's because I'm working on what I can. It's working on what's accessible. It's working on what has parts. It's what's, you know, cost effective and doesn't cost me 10 grand to make a video. I'm working on things that are efficient to me to get content out for you guys. So I'm just doing what I can. This Vic was a fun little side project that now has just absolutely blown itself out of proportion. So all right, so here's what I spent 300 bucks on. You ready? This entire cylinder is completely dry. You can see the crank is now junk. And if I look even further, if I try to get it to focus, you can see that piston is broken. So right there, you can see the piston's broken right there. And if I get up on top of this light, so there, you can see it literally broke the rod in half. The rod is broken 2 pieces, and the piston is bent and crooked in the cylinder. So yeah, this thing is quite literally junk. So, and then you can see up here all the bearing material in the pickup tube. Super sick, love to see that. So I think it spun a bearing, starved the whole rotating assembly, and then obviously with no oil through the rod. You can see this one was about to go next because this has no oil on it. This one does, this one does not, this one does. So yeah, that's absolute garbage. And then inside here, you can see, well, you can't really see it, but what does it matter? Super hyped on that. So that's broken. So this motor's garbage. And then it gets better, check this out. So here's the better part. This is where it all landed in the pan. All of this. So this is just absolute carnage. You can see there's the main, the rod cap. It opened up, broke, and just threw garbage everywhere. There's the hardware. It's just all of it. It's all there. The gang's all here. And you can see it's just straight metal, metallic, sparkles, and just shavings. You can see all, I don't even have to like focus on them. That, all that metallic, like sparkly lookingness is actual pieces of metal. So this thing's straight up trash. There's nothing that's good on this engine, and it's just gonna go right in the steel bin essentially. So ironically, LKQ, which is who I bought this engine through, they had a $100 core, so I'm just gonna throw this thing in the bed of my truck and get my $100 and go buy myself a burrito or something, because yeah, your boy needs it. I'm upset, I'm pissed. But like I said, so this engine's garbage. Obviously a lot of you guys commented to put this engine in their Crown Vic. Putting a 5-liter in a Crown Vic's a huge pain in the butt. It actually, in my opinion, is just going backwards. I don't think putting a pushrod engine in a car that had a mod motor is really a great idea. So I'm not gonna do that. I would rather save this for another chassis later. This does work. So this is my Gen 1 with a Mustang intake on it. This does run. Like I said, it won't smoke. It'll fire right up. It's just been sitting for like 2 or 3 years. So I think this is the one that we should put in the car, but I will just have to get another one to mock up in this, whether it be a block, a mock-up block, or a foam block or whatever. But like I said, I mean, I'm not obviously building headers yet. I'm not even close. So I can get a replacement engine, but that engine does work. So we were even talking about putting an F100 body on that Crown Vic. So it was going to become something super cool, but I wanted to do a ProCharge 2-valve and have the super cool motor in it. And that's not going to happen anymore. So it's just, what's the right decision? I have 2 blown up 2-valves. Do I waste a bunch of money on another 2-valve? I can't sell the car anymore. It's not worth anything with a blown up motor. So it's like, I have to fix it. So I have to put an engine in it. It's worth way more with a Coyote, and I already have that Coyote, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments below. But I think putting that Coyote in that car and then cutting the body off of it and putting an F100 body on it would be just so much better, because then I would have a manual drift Coyote swapped F100, which would be even cooler. But yeah, this doesn't really leave me with very many good options. This is junk, so this is gonna go in the trash. So I will leave you guys with an update, and I'll pick up this video when I figure out what I'm gonna do. Alrighty, so we are about 2 hours north of my shop, getting another motor for the Vic, round 3 this time, or 2, or however many we're on this time. And hopefully this motor's good. So it's a non-PI bottom end, PI heads, and it comes with a set of long tubes. So we're gonna go pick this thing up, set you guys up when we load it. Hopefully this one isn't a boat anchor this time, and we can fix my car. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Aren't you excited?
3rd time's the charm.
I'm so excited, man. I'm so happy to be. I'm so happy to be at Mike's Donuts and Subs.
I just had a succulent Chinese meal.
8 o'clock at night.
Succulent Chinese meal. I think we're ready to go get a motor. Yeah,
we ended up going to China Express over there.
Better.
Alright guys, so this is our replacement. So this is a non-PI bottom end, PI heads, It's out of a Celine, so I would guess the SN95 chassis, but it's an older Celine, or I guess the first generation to have the 2 valve in it. And yeah, so it's had a full reseal, it's had head gaskets put in it, and it looks like it's a pretty decent motor. But in the used market, I mean, you know, what are you gonna get? So it's got a really nice set of headers though, and I'm really hoping I can get these to fit. These are obviously Mustang headers, but I think I can get these to fit without much modification in the Vic chassis. So that's really the biggest thing I'm looking forward to, is trying to get those to fit. But yeah, I think over this, with the non-PI bottom end and the PI heads, this thing makes, I think, just over 10 to 1 already. So this thing's pretty stout and ready to rock. So I'll be changing the intake, putting the Crown Vic intake back on it, and doing all the Crown Vic stuff and changing stuff over. I have a nicer set of valve covers I think we'll use, and overall just kind of freshening it up. So I'm gonna get this thing up on a stand. I'm gonna take the junk one off the stand and throw it in the trash. Put this one up on there, and then go ahead and go through it, make sure it's all good to go. It's not gonna leak any oil. And then tomorrow we'll be getting the Vic in here and pulling the motor out of it and getting this one in. So big process, but a lot of progress. So bad. It's so bad.
Not for long though.
Yep. So I got another junky engine to replace this junky engine. Alright guys, it's finally time to take this engine out. We're gonna go ahead and pull out the junk engine. It's got a bent rod. This is a 2008 PI engine, and we're gonna be swapping it over with the Mustang non-PI version with the PI head. So should be a little bit more compression, which should be pretty good. We're not gonna fully build it or do anything crazy. We're just gonna straight swap. Hopefully that engine is good. I hope the guy didn't lie to me, but you know, it is the nature of buying used engines, unfortunately. So we're gonna get this thing out either way and get the new one in it. But farewell to the rod knocked Crown Vic. So that's exactly what you want to see. Oh, come on. There's definitely metal in there. That's ideal. So yeah, you can see all the metal coming out of that guy. That's rad. Oh, that's a ½ inch.
What are you doing?
I'm taking bolts out and breaking things. Yeah. I don't know where the ½ inch went. Somebody locate me a ½ inch, please.
A ½ inch? What are you doing?
Oh, never mind, found it. Never mind, I found it. This is probably such a great angle. Okay.
I'm not the Craig down 9, you can't film me.
Big Craig.
I can't see them, so I just gotta hug my transmission until I find the boat. Damn, it is just motor mania over here. So we got the non-PI bent rod motor. We have the one that I bought that has a broken rod. And I think out of these two, because these are both Cop Car PI motors, I think I can actually take a rod out of this one and repair this one. So this one is good. I don't want to knock it. It actually is a good engine. It just has one bent rod. So I do want to go ahead and actually eventually pop the cylinders off, and I might do something with this thing. I don't really know if it's worth doing, but I might as well. I just have it. I have a complete engine. I have 3 of them now. So it's these two, and then over here there's the non-PI. And yeah, it's just a collection of engines. You saw the 5 liter for the Fox on the ground, non-PI, 8,600 RPM small block, and then the Coyote. So yeah, got a collection of this stuff. But this thing looks really rowdy. I'm tempted to just drop it in tonight. But I am gonna go ahead and swap intakes, swap some of the nicer stuff from the other motor onto this one, water pump, front drive, all that stuff. So get the other motor over here, start mocking everything up and getting everything swapped over. But man, what a concept, dude. This thing has just gotten absolutely mutilated. I mean, this does not look like a fun job to anybody, and I know that for a fact, just looking at that. You know, where all the lines and hoses go and all that stuff, man, it's a pain. So, and I'm not just your regular mechanic. I don't really like working on stuff like this. These are the kind of jobs that aren't very fun. But either way, it is out. So in the next video, you are gonna see us go ahead and clean this thing up, get a new clutch flywheel, stab the new engine in it. Hope you guys did learn a thing or two on this video. Check your stuff before you buy it. Don't be stupid like me. I was in a rush and I rushed the process and I got screwed for it. So with that being said, drop a like on the video if you did enjoy. Leave a like on it. It really means a lot to me. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Grab your merchandise and 99 Speed Company. Support me in the builds. It really does mean a lot to me. It keeps this show going. So I don't have to overlay a bunch of dumb ads for you guys don't want to watch. But with that being said, I hope you guys did go on and enjoy it. And I'll see you guys in the next video with this car. Later.